Hi, my name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching, and let's make some bad financial decisions together. So, today comes with two warnings. The first one is this is for entertainment purposes only. Only bad financial decisions are being made right now. And two is I especially do not know much about options and I am learning. So, do not do not take me as an expert in any of this. So, here's where my thought process is. I am thinking that the new Roundhill single stock ETFs can be used as a synthetic sell puts, as like a poor man sell puts. And my personal situation is I only have about $20,000 of margin right now. So Mr., which is at $135 last time I checked, I think it's actually closer to $150. So if it's $150, that means you need $15,000 to sell a put to get the premium. And that's just way too much of a portion of my available margin to be using a single contract. And I'm more interested in owning Misty anyway. So and I've heard that selling options on yield max funds is trash and not really worth it. So I just wanted to get numbers so that I could, you know, test my hypothesis that was in my head. So I downloaded Option Strat today. This is an example, like a simulator for options, just so I get like an idea of what we're talking about. So that's where I got the numbers from. So, and the reason why I would sell a put is because you get the premium and then you've locked in the price of the stock. So I would be interested in buying Misty at $22. It can go down to 19, it can go down to 18, 17, 15. Right now, I think $22 is a great price. So even if it goes further down, like that's fine. I've collected a premium. And Misty doesn't have a good amount of volume yet, so they only have quarterly options. So the currently active one is in September, and the next one's in October, then January, then April. The first time I looked at this, I was like, oh, April, it's only 4 months away. No, wrong. We're at 10 months, 7 months, 2 months, and 1 month out. So, consistently at $22, you get a premium, but the premium is about $1 per share per month. And then if you're in the money, which means it's in that app, it was 25.13. So basically it can be called anytime, or like you can get assigned. It's about, well, I mean, the closer you get, the higher the per month is. So if I was going to do in the money, I would just do the one for September, because that's $2.35. And while $25 per share isn't an incredibly great price for Misty, this is like I got an extra distribution before I bought it. So where does Roundhill come into this? Well, what if I don't want to buy 100 shares, or I can't buy 100 shares? I don't have enough capital, or I just don't want to buy 100 shares right now. Or, you know, Anyway, so when you sell the put, even if you don't get assigned, it still takes up, $2,500 of margin. That's where I'm coming from. So instead of that $2,500 of margin that's set aside that I can't really use anyways, if I just invest it in Roundhill, and if this Misty can get around 40% a month consistently, this is like, instead of getting a lump sum premium, it's getting that premium per month. Did that make sense in English? So what I'm saying is, instead of worrying about getting the absolute best price in Misty, because Misty's still getting 100% dividends, like 40% dividends is not ever going to make up for 100%. So like Misty is going to be my focus because it's 100%. So everything else is going to be kind of supplemental. So if I wanted to, like, if I could use my distribution from Misty to, sell the put in the money, get $2.35, then immediately buy the shares. I have 100 more shares. I have gotten extra distribution on top of that. So, but instead, what I could do is, I just got my distribution from Misty, I put into Roundhill. Now, Roundhill will be giving me that premium in perpetuity without me having to be in a contract for 100 shares. So I guess, and then I don't have to think about options. But because there's MSTX now from Defiance, and then the Granite Shares Yield Boost, I think, and I definitely don't have enough capital to be putting options on every single one of those. I'm probably still going to I'm going to adapt a Misty dividend wheel, where it's like, I don't even know, Roundhill, Mr. And then, we have Misty, Granite Shares, Yield Boost, and then, 75% Defiant, and then just going back to itself. So basically, when Roundhill has a distribution, it goes into Misty. When Misty has a distribution, a portion goes into Roundhill. Then Roundhill goes back and gives it to Yield Boost with a T. Then Yield Boost goes and gives it back to Roundhill, and then Roundhill gives it to Defiance, and Defiance gives it back to Roundhill, and then Roundhill gives it to itself, and then these dividends have earned dividends through Roundhill. Roundhill has earned dividends through these. You do your dividend snowball faster, and you don't really have to worry about tying your money up in an option and getting the absolute best price, because Roundhill is already giving you a distribution that is equivalent to if you had done an option off of a smaller fund. So hopefully that made sense. And let me know if you have any questions or what your strategy is going to be with Roundhill and their upcoming single stock ETFs. I am very curious, and hopefully I didn't get options fundamentally wrong, but it's not a guarantee. Anyways, have a good night. Bye.